Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome to part 39 of the great cleanup. We finished last episode last night in the dark. It's now Thursday. There are now 10 days to go. A decade of days, which is interesting after spending nearly 2 decades of years accumulating this stuff. Now we're down to the last 10 days. There's lots going on. My scrappy man's down the back. You might hear some of the noise. He's loading up all the stuff I don't want. Christine's busy here. We'll go and see her in a minute. She's taking apart the old glass house that no one wanted. I've messaged the firewood guy. It's all happening. I'm putting a few bit of stuff out the front for free. I'm taking some photos of things to give away on the Facebook groups. So we've really upped the tempo. We've switched into overdrive. The house is going really good. There's not a lot of stuff in there. It still looks quite cluttered, but we're really getting through all the hidden stashes that I was worried about. A lot of you mentioned the container going was a great thing in yesterday's video, and it was. It's like a big relief, because that was the thing that could have presented a problem if it got held up past settlement. So that's gone. I've got the folding cash for it, which is awesome. And while I'm on the subject of money, thank you very much to Video History Snippets, who gave me my first ever super thanks, where you can click the thumbs up and donate a few bucks. I haven't really pushed it. I'm not really looking for donations, but you know, it's really appreciated, and it does show me that you're not just saying thanks out of some sort of obligation. You're actually really enjoying the content, so that's appreciated. Let's go and have a look at what Christine's up to first. It's another great day, overcast, no rain, not quite as cold as yesterday, and when you're working you don't feel the cold. Good morning, Christine. How you going?
Good morning.
You're in demolition mode?
I am, and you have put way too many screws in there.
I do tend to over-engineer things. We did try this glass house on Facebook and there was no takers, so it's going to be reverted now down into firewood. I possibly can give away the windows. They're still in the aluminium frames, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So someone might have a use for those, and it's sitting on a large sheet of steel which can go to Daniel the Scrappy, who's loading up down the back now. I don't know if you want to be filmed or not. Hi Daniel, you're on YouTube. He's cleaning up all the stuff I don't want, so that's fantastic. I sold that bench too. It's a pipe frame bench, so that's going to be going. I've also sold the cladding you can see over there beside the shed, and all the rest of the stuff along the fence is going to be thrown in the ute trailer and the van in the last few days. So a lot of clutter still here, but it is really thinning out. Alrighty guys, it's about 5 o'clock. We have a little bit more light than how we filmed the end of the last episode, so I thought I'd better do a walk around for you just to finish up this one. It will be a bit shorter again. The Scrappy did a great job, Daniel. He took all the metal that I didn't want, dragged all the old engine blocks and gearboxes out of that the mulch which was beside the container. So I've managed to find all these old PVC pipes in amongst it. I'll try and give them away on Facebook. Hopefully someone can find a use for those. I'm stacking up a little bit of stuff here that I am going to take home to scrap out, because there's just too much value. This large tub here is non-magnetic stainless steel. It's quite heavy. It just has a bit of a steel ring I've got to get off it. The old air conditioner here, well, I've talked about how good value the copper aluminium radiators are. This one does not have any gas in it. Some of the pipes have been cut, so I'm not going to send that off just for a normal air conditioner. There's too good a value. And also this one looks like a huge copper radiator, or copper brass, so I'll be pulling that one apart too, but they'll have to go home for now. But the yard's looking pretty awesome. We've had a really productive day. I haven't had time to film any time during the day really. We've just been flat out. Christine's been helping me, as you saw earlier. The yard is looking very sparse now, so even better than what it looked like in the dark. So getting very organised. A lot of firewood there to go home, some red gum sleeper blocks, too good to give away to anyone. I'll burn them. The tree mulch I'm just going to leave like this. We've left it fairly neat. I will have to get rid of this old shower screen that's all cracked. I don't have any other option, except I probably will have to do one load, or a small load of rubbish to the tip and pay for it. I didn't want to do that. I'm quite proud of the fact that I've done the whole yard without anything going to the tip other than what I put in my normal curbside bins. but I don't want to start trying to break that up to put it in the bin. It's just going to get glass splinters everywhere, and you know, it has to go to landfill. There's no options for that unless you guys can think of anything, but I'll leave it there for now against the fence. There may be something else I'll have to take out at the tip. When Dean was here the other night, he actually offered me his tip pass, and I said, look, I'm trying to do it without anything going to landfill as far as a special load goes. I've been cleaning up people's houses for almost 20 years, and I have not yet paid for a load at the tip, other than mattresses and things that I have to get recycled. Anyway, it is what it is. We'll keep going here. I've still got a little bit to sort out here, but that air conditioner there, I think that one still has gas in it. I can't see any of the pipes being cut, so I'm not going to release the gas. I've got a few of those to take down to the scrapyard, and they will buy them complete, I may have mentioned in the last episode. And I think they'll pay around about 50 cents a kilo. Let me know if your scrapyard buys them. They're incredibly heavy. That would be, I reckon that would be close to 100 kilos. So even at 50 cents, there's $50. And if I took them out to the transfer station here, they actually charge me because of the gas. So that's a much better option. All right, what else have I done? I've made some room over here. I've got that bench there almost cleaned off. As I said, I've sold that bench, so I'll make that accessible. I'll finish that off tomorrow. Still have to get into that lean-to shed there and empty my other one. But I'm kind of concentrating on the yard while it's nice weather. We've cleaned up this area where Dean wrecked that little shed made out of pallets, so the firewood guy is coming tomorrow. Daniel the scrappy said he'll take these old sheets of corrugated iron, and I'll still have to take that nice cast iron lamp home. Let's wander a bit further along. You saw Christine working on the glass house. She did an awesome job here. We're taking that home for a veggie garden, raised veggie bed, and you'll no doubt see that when I do a walk around the yard at some stage in the future around home. So she was sawing through the uprights, and she decided then that she might leave these two uprights, and the reason she gave me was that it'd be good to attach a frame for like climbing beans or something, but I think that was just code for my shoulder's sore. I can't cut anymore. Anyway, that's fine. It'll go home as it is. We got rid of that other thing, the worm compost separator that I made, and there is a little bit of rubbish here that I'll probably break up and put in the wheelie bins next week maybe, but if I'm going to do a load I might have to take some of this out. It'll hurt me to do it. This side's pretty good. We're still got to just sort out a little bit of scrap metal. That's all good scrap over here. There's no issues with this. There's stainless steel. That's just an empty barrel washing machine case. There's lots of aluminium pots and pans all stacked in here. And there's a lot of value in aluminium, even though the price has dropped and it's still probably a little bit over just $1 a kilo. A lot of these saucepans are really thick, heavy aluminium. So, you know, that's worth saving, and I will take a load of that down at some stage. I have to move some of these pieces of glass. I'll be taking some of those home. I wonder if Daniel wants that old fridge. I'll have to ask him when he's here next. Now, what else? We've got some stuff in the middle of the yard here that wasn't here last video. We've been dragging some out from the other side of the shop. A few interesting bits and pieces that I will probably take home, clean up, and then get ready for sale in the shop. Old milk cans. That looks like a little corner medicine cabinet there, and that's a big cast iron pulley. These industrial lights are always really popular. The old hinges. So there's lots of good saleable stuff here, or sellable stuff, depends how you pronounce it. This is funny. Right, now, Christine has been giving me all these looks about, you know, home's going to be a cluttered mess and you can't take everything home, and she's been good about it. We pulled these out from down the side of the shop. They've been in the weather a long time. I think they were magazine racks, fabric on one side, nice timber, but they've been quite weathered. And I said to Christine, perhaps we'll just throw them on the bonfire or put them in the firewood pile. And she looks at me and she looks at these and she looks at the pattern on the side and she says, we'll take them home. That'll be a project for me. I'm going to make, and you might check this out on Christine's Home Affairs at some stage, she's going to do the timber up, restore it, and make new fabric sides for those. I think, as I said, I think they're magazine racks. And I had to laugh. I was so pleased to hear that. Christine's taking some junk home for a future project. Well, who would have thought? I feel justified a little bit. Okay, this side of the yard, we've cleaned off this old table and chairs, or bench seats they are. I just took photos of this before, put them on Facebook for free. I'm not going to try and sell them. They have got some issues. The table's quite solid and quite sturdy, but the bench seats, the feet are a bit rotten. They need some repairs. They've been sitting in the leaf mulch here for a long time. I think that one's a bit rotten, the other end. Oh no, that one's not so bad. This one here is the worst. Anyway, they're on Facebook for free. Hopefully someone would like a project. They're certainly repairable, and we don't need them at home. So, and I'm not going to try and hang out to get $20 or $30 for them. I'd rather them just go quickly. So hopefully someone takes up the offer of those for free. Let's have a look down this side of the lane. I was going to try and keep this video short. We'll better wind it up shortly. We've uncovered some stuff here that I'd forgotten totally that I'd bought. There's some nice old blacksmith tools. Very early tools. I'm not sure what's in some of these boxes. That looks like a branding iron. A T with a circle over it, or a semicircle. There's some nice old scales in there. They probably shouldn't have been in the weather, but then again, rusty metal still sells well. There's a nice galvanized steel case there. Whatever's in that should be still nice and dry. The old enamel, industrial style enamel light shades are always popular, and I'll probably fit them out with lights and hang them in the shop, and they will sell really well. A huge big extension cord. Well, we know this cord's worth about $4 a kilo just for scrap. Another galvanized case. I don't know what's in that one. Wheelbarrows sell well even if they're rusted out, because people put them in their garden. And there's a little bit of stuff here still, mainly just some building materials and some steel shelving. So we'll try and polish this side off tomorrow, and get back into the other shed too, because I need to get into those sheds fairly quickly. There is, what are we up to? 10 days to go, which gives us 2 weekends, so we should be able to still sell a lot through the shop. The stock in the shop has thinned out really nicely. Most of these barrels and things are empty, or just got a bit of scrap in that I will be storing at home. Oh, that's got electric blankets in it. They can go to the e-waste. I was going to do an experiment on electric blankets at one stage. What's in this one? Oh, hardly anything, just some copper alley radiators off from computers. And this one we have a little bit of EPNS, silver plated stuff. And I think the yards will buy that as brass. I haven't actually taken any down to them, but it's a high percentage of copper. There we go, there's a whole bucket of there. So we've got still got some good value to take down to Melbourne, but it won't be happening till after D-Day. I think that'll do with our walk around the yard. Oh, hang on, one more quick thing. Down this side, which is the side that I opened to the public, I had a guy come today to get a great big workbench, and I don't think I filmed it beforehand, but he brought a few mates with him because it was very heavy. And in this corner was a big workbench, and now it frees me up to bring all this roofing in that's been around the backyard. So I'm going to give all that away on Facebook as well. I'm quite enjoying giving stuff away, and I can move a bit more stuff in here and price it for the weekend. Okay, that will do this video. It was going to be a short one, but then, you know, give me a camera and let me talk and I'll talk. So we have achieved a lot today. The yard's still got a lot in it, but I really feel like it's thinning. The firewood guy will be here tomorrow. That'll clear out a big pile of pellets. We'll keep at it. I need to get into these sheds, and that one over there, the shed with the bottles on top, I know, I've been closing my eyes every time I walk past it. I can't leave it much longer. That will be the subject of a video very shortly. So thanks for watching this one, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.